Boys, after the second straight depressing season for the Ottawa Senators, we are back in the playoffs here, which we did not make. This offseason's going to be an interesting one. We don't know where we're drafting yet, but just a quick overview of last year. I thought we were going to be beast. We end up being the worst in our division, only gathering 30 wins through 82 games, 39% point percentage. We could not score for the life of us. I think we're going to think of a new coach this year because, I mean, 3 goals per game with the team that we have is just, it doesn't make sense to me. But we did have a great power play and a great penalty kill. So our 5-on-5 is the only thing that really needs to be upgraded here. The rest, like the special teams is good. The special teams is good. And if we just go look at the stats again, Brantstrom had quietly a great year. 21 goals. He outscored Ferland, outscored Brady Tkachuk, outscored almost Woolley, who's a sniper. Like, Brantstrom and Malkin on that first line is lethal. But the story again, the plus minus. Huxley was actually a +8 on the squad. So I don't care if he only had 51 points. He was a +8. So I respect that. 80 penalty minutes too. I love it. But minuses. Chuck Montgomery, our second-year prospect, -42. Xavier Bouglet, honestly, we picked him up. He's a superstar X-Factor. We might keep him around. He's got good defensive stats, which I do like, but -37. Ferland, -36. I think, yeah, he's only been on the team for 2 years. Last year, for as bad as we played, he was only a -12. This year, at least he put up 75 points. But 27 power play points. Okay, power play was definitely clicking this year. It was one of the only things that was going right for us. But there's a lot of issues on this team. Tyler Bertuzzi, I mean, what's his contract looking like here for Tyler Bertuzzi? Yeah, so this was his deal year. Probably won't bring him back unless we got a good offer with him. Don't mind sending him to free agencies. He's 33 years old now, you know. It's kind of coming to the end. I would like some veterans on the team. I feel like the veterans are very, very important in the simulation for some reason. I've yet to figure out this NHL 22 franchise mode simulation, but I got to figure it out soon. Malkin had 18 points, -32, but he was really helpful for Brantstrom. Where was Brantstrom again? Let's go to plus minus here. Our power play. So Brantstrom had 24 power play points. That power play was sick. All right, let's check out who wins the Stanley Cup this year. And Canada brings home the cup. This year, the Toronto Maple Leafs are the Stanley Cup champions as they go through the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Florida Panthers, and finally, in 7 games, take down the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's check out the awards here, see who won what. Toronto, President's Trophy, went to Tampa Bay. No surprise there. Individual awards, Connor McDavid, James Norris to Quinn Hughes. I mean, Brantstrom probably had a decent chance at winning that one. The plus minus probably didn't help. Lady Bing, Patrick Kane is now on the Vancouver Canucks. Domi wins the Calder. Conn Smythe, Austin Matthews. Samsonov for Detroit for the Vezina. Samsonov had a good year. Jamie Oleksiak, Byron Turcotte for the Selke. Connor McDavid, and then the Maurice Rocker Shard. I am very surprised about that. Brad Marchand scored the most goals in the NHL this year. Looking at our draft class here, we're projected for the 4th overall pick. We have 1 first rounder, but we might win the draft lottery, so keeping our hopes up for that. We have 2 thirds, a 4th, 2 fifths, and a 7th this year. Just looking at our depth chart, B- there. A+ defensively, and goalies a B-. Bluin actually is going to be our starter next year, 85 overall. So I think Connor Hellebuck is probably in the realm where we can get rid of him if needed. Let's see, he's on a 2-year deal, so he'll have 1 more year after this. We might keep him on depending on how Fedoruk progresses this year, as he's a medium elite potential as well, 22 years old. We actually fall in this year's draft as we go 2 to 3, but that's not that big of a fall. Last year we went up from like 5 to 2, so we'll take it. Let's get into the NHL entry draft. The entry draft is here. The first overall pick is the Winnipeg Jets this year. Let's simulate that pick, and it's a sniper. Medium elite, 83 overall left winger. Second pick, we got a playmaker. Can you imagine these two playing with each other? But that makes it our turn. Up on the clock here. Make the pick. What are we going to do here? 66 games, 54 goals, 60 assists. Angelino Langdon looks great. Jackson Edwards looks more like a two-way forward, potential power forward there. What do we got? A defenseman. We don't need any defensemen, so playmaker. We don't need a playmaker. Honestly, this guy looks like the purest goal scorer out of everyone. 54 goals in 66 games. I know it's C-. I know it's not crazy. His plus minus is also not that greatest, -4. But 114 points in 66 games. I mean, it's hard not to count on that. 40 power play points. Going to be helpful in the power play. Centerman, Angelo Langdon, welcome to the squad. Please be good. He's a playmaker. I was not expecting him to be a playmaker. But we definitely happy I didn't go on Edwards. The defenseman. We don't need a defenseman. And yeah, Severson was also a playmaker. Wow, let's simulate to our next pick. I was expecting him to be a sniper, maybe a power forward. I was not anticipating that pick there. So we got Hordichuk. I mean, we don't have any Italian players. No Italian players on the team. We don't need a defenseman. Roger Atkinson. I mean, not crazy. NHL ready in 3 years. What about Hordichuk? No report. I kind of want to pick up Hordichuk just because I don't have an Italian player on the team. It would be cool. You know what? Ooh, I kind of feel like Androv's going to be good too. I'm doing Hordichuk. Peyton Hordichuk, top 9. What did I miss out on? I'll simulate a couple picks here. Atkinson, top 6, top 9. Looks like we didn't really miss out on anything too crazy here. But we got a big pick here. A third for Brendan Gallagher. I do not want Brendan Gallagher on the team. Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer. Let's look for an A+ here. A goalie. You know, you can never go wrong taking a chance on a goalie. But I'm going to go with Dimitri Solovoyo. There you go. That was a good pick. A grinder, low top 6, 62 overall in the 3rd round. I mean, I'll take that pick any day. Let's simulate to our next pick here. This is kind of where I get... Ooh, this guy doesn't look too bad. A+ here too. You know what? I'm going with the A+. Not second guessing. Medium top 9, 56 overall though. That's not very helpful. Any potential guys here? Normally we could find like a goalie or something along those lines. No more potential. Let's go scout the highest here. 129. Golubin. Did I take the chance on Golubin here? 18 years old, a defenseman. I'm not really looking for any defensemen. Lawson, a goalie. I always grab the Russians, I feel like. I always grab people from Russia. I'm going to go kind of like Odison, but let's go Odison. He'll probably be a low top 9. Bottom 6. All right, we don't need to make any more moves. Let's auto draft and get to the re-sign stage. In the re-sign stage, let's see how much money. We got $43 million. So I expect we're going to have to sign some pretty big contracts here. Do we need to bring any? I'm going to bring Greentree just because he's a low elite, honestly. I mean, 53 at 19 is probably not going to turn out to be anything. All these 50 overalls, I'm just going to leave here. I'm not too worried about that. Riddle, 60 overall, top 7. Turakov's not terrible. Can help in the minors. Rowe, I'm not going to sign Rowe. Popov, no. Keeling can pass. Solyov, who's one of the guys we just drafted, looks decent. Low top 6. We got him in the 3rd or 4th round, I believe. Thorne, I will bring Thorne in. Hopefully he can be a depth player in the future. Who else we want to sign here? Adams. 65 at 18 isn't terrible, so I'll offer him a contract. 66 at 19. Just trying to make some roster moves. And there's Langdon, 79 overall. He is a superstar X Factor, so let's definitely sign him to a deal this year. Hopefully we can get him playing. If not, he can play in the minors and light it up there. Brady Tkachuk wants a contract. 88 overall, 28 years old. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try give Brady Tkachuk a 3-year deal at $8.3 million. Let's see if he accepts that one. Markov, don't need to bring back there. Cody Glass, doesn't want to come back. I'm not even going to bother. Alex Fermenton, I mean, I think I can let Alex Fermenton walk. Bertuzzi dropped to an 81 overall. I'm not going to bring Bertuzzi back. Williams, he's good depth, but he doesn't want to come back. Huxley, this one's probably going to cost us. Hopefully it's around 9 mil. Wow, what a deal. That means he's probably not going to get much better than what he is right now. But I can do... Will he do 5? Let's do 5. 5 years to take him to 26 at 6.7 mil. I think that's a pretty good deal if he accepts that. Malkin, definitely got to bring Malkin back. He wants a pretty big deal for his overall. His overall is not that spectacular, but he gives me a +5, so he's basically an 87. So I think I want to keep him around. Can we get a nice little deal here? 5.54 mil for 4 years. He'll get back to me. Tarasov, we tried playing this year. Wasn't too effective, but I don't mind bringing him back for another round. Nice young guy, 22, 82 overall. Ridley Gregg. I do like him, but he doesn't have a roster spot yet, which makes it hard. Do 3 years at 1.45 mil. Garvin, definitely want to bring Garvin back, even though he hasn't played in the show yet, but there's potential for Garvin, I think. We're going to offer him 4 years at 2.2 mil. Holden, definitely want to bring back. Looks like he's going to grow a bit, but just by going up, it looks like he's going to grow. So I'm just going to offer him an entry-level deal. He's probably going to play in the minors here, so I don't want to get too crazy with him. Bendahan hasn't really grown into much. I think I can walk away from Bendahan. I'll qualify him as a restricted free agent, though. Who else are we missing here? So Ian Hainsey, top 6. He's not going to go. He's 24 years old, 67 overall. Rulov, same thing. Let's simulate one day, see who we get. Okay, so tkachuk is not happy with us, which makes sense. Malkin's in, Thorne's in, Tarasov's in, Langdon's in, Huxley's in. That was a good contract for Huxley. Green Tree, Ridley Gregg, Adams, anyone else? Looks like the rest is in. The rest are in. Let's go. Overall. Okay, tkachuk. You want to come back. How can we get you back? How can we get you back? Maybe let's do a 2-year deal instead and go 8.7 mil. So we're going to offer him a little bit more for a year less. He's making it hard on us. We got to maintain tkachuk. 1 year, $9 million. I can prove that we'll be a good team, and next year I'll give you that big deal. How about that, tkachuk? Let's go. Sign with us. Sign with us, tkachuk. Make sure I'm not missing any goalies. I would have missed a goalie, so thank God. Wow. So it looks like Bluin can get really good. For one year, 2 years, it's worth $1.8 million. It's dollars the deal. So I'm just going to offer him 2 mil. I want him to accept that. And then Rome. Definitely going to re-sign Rome as well. Make sure these two. So Bluin's back. tkachuk is back. Beautiful. And then Reed Rome is also back. So we got our whole roster back, ready to go. Make sure we didn't miss anyone. Cody Glass. I mean, he's not terrible. How much does he want? How much money do we have? $20 million for 1 year. If he doesn't fit, we can trade him. I'll offer him 1 year at $3 million. If he accepts it, he's back. If not, we'll figure it out, you know? All right. So he's back. Let's get into free agency here. We're making a move this year. In free agency here, Thomas Shabbat. We traded him last year, and it looks like he was unable to get a contract extension. How do you play with the Kings? 12 points in 19 games, a +1. I mean, I would love to bring Thomas Shabbat back. I think he's a great player still. I wouldn't want to do that many years, 4 years with him. I wouldn't mind doing a 2-year deal with Thomas Shabbat. A 2-year deal. We have money for the next couple of years. A 2-year deal, $11.8 million. If Thomas Shabbat wants to come back to Ottawa, I'll take him with open arms. On the free market, I kind of sort it by top defensive player in the league, and it's Kabanov. I think we should offer Kabanov a contract here, or Oliver here. One of the two. They both have 5-star defense. Who's this other guy? Or we can go with the sniper who's got 5-star defense. I kind of like this guy more because he's a higher overall. 3 years we can get. And I wouldn't mind playing him on my 4th line. He's got 5-star defense, so he should be very helpful to us. And, you know, his overall's not terrible. This guy looks good, too. 78 overall at 23. 44 points. 44 goals. I'm gonna scoop up Bruce here, too. His name's Bruce. He wants a one-way deal. 7 years, sure. I mean, I'll be willing to play you. 7 years at 1 mil. I mean, it'll be a steal. My 4th line will have the best defense in the league. That's what I'm talking about. And he's got great shooting. The rest of this game needs a lot of help, but senses are not good at all. But I'm happy with that. And I just love to check out the goalies, you know. And Samsonov, who just won the Vezina Trophy, is on the free agency. So the Vezina Trophy, 43 wins, 16 losses, 917 save percentage, 2.65. This kind of was an anomaly if you look at the rest of his stats. So, I mean, it looks like he struck lightning in a bottle. He played for a really good team. I'm not too crazy about trying to go for him. Just kind of looking around here. Matt Murray. Wow. Matt Murray had some rough years with us when we had him back in Ottawa. 3.32. Honestly, looking back at it, it wasn't as bad as some of our goaltending stats nowadays. Philip Gusterson, another one of our goalies. It's funny how 2 of our goalies are now free agents. No team wants them. Let's sort by potential here. Not seeing any crazy guys. But is there any other forwards we want to grab? Any other forwards? Let's go to unrestricted free agents. I mean, we can try signing one of these guys, but we'd have to trade for them. Just kind of like look around here. 19 goals. 58 goals. Now, this is what I'm talking about for St. Louis. This guy's a 50-goal scorer. This guy would be a great replacement for Huxley. But Huxley is making $6 million, and this guy would want a lot of money. Yeah, he wants $12 million for the next 6 years, so double the contract. I say we give Huxley one more chance, and if not, we could try looking at someone like Langenbrunner. Who else we got here? Klingberg, 44 goals, 58 goals there, 46, 44. Someone that we know is going to score 50 goals, because that's the one thing on our team we're lacking, the goal scoring. We need an upgrade in the goal scoring. I'm kind of talking myself into this Langenbrunner guy. Every second that goes by, I'm like, you know what? This guy would be a perfect fit. If I were just to offer that, what would it take? Next 4 first-round picks. Let me see if I can cook up a deal with, what team is he on? St. Louis, I believe. St. Louis. Let me see if I can cook up a deal with St. Louis. Looks like the St. Louis Blues, they want Connor Hellebuyck. I'll offer a 2nd and 3rd too. And we're going to trade Woolley over to St. Louis for Langenbrunner. Let's see if they accept this deal. Trade accepted. Our first order of business here is to try to get a deal done with Langenbrunner here. Let's see, $12 million for the next 6 years. Can we get him on a little bit of a discount? I mean, let's just offer it. Let's just offer the deal. 12 times 6. He's considering his options. He'll get back to me. Let's see if we can get this deal done. I forgot about Thomas Shabbat, but he is coming back to Ottawa for a Stanley Cup run this upcoming year. Let's go. We also got a Langenbrunner. Let's see what it's all about. He's a bona fide goal scorer, so we got no excuse anymore. We got a super good playmaker in Stefan Ferlin, and now we got a beautiful linemate to go alongside with him, Damon Langenbrunner. And it's happened. I had to fire our old coach. After 2 straight terrible years, we got a new NHL head coach. Let's click on him. Does it show? Mario Paris, A+, A-, A+, A-, B-, B-. Hey man, this guy's gonna light it up for us. That's all that matters. Best player chemistry to Chuck Bouglet and Cody Glass. He's got 1 Stanley Cup, 231 wins, 157 losses, 22 overtime losses. I mean, he looks to be a beast. Doesn't really fit with Ferlin, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. He will learn to love Ferlin. And the New Year's here. Our team once again is stacked through the roof. This has to be the year that we at least make the playoffs. Give me some hope that this franchise mode isn't broken. The first line, Tim Stutzle, 26-year-old superstar X Factor, playing with a 94 overall Stefan Ferlin. This might be his breakout year. 20 years old, 94 years old, no, 94 overall, 95 across the board for deking. Offensive awareness, incredible. Defensive awareness, incredible. 5 stars everywhere but physical. His fighting skills is 76, 97 durability, like great shot, Stefan Ferlin. And then our newest addition, Damon Langenbrunner. Let's take a look at that shooting. 94, 93, 95, 94. His whole role is to be an ovation on this team. Take the one-timer. He's got the 1T superstar X Factor. I expect big things from this line right here. Stutzle, Stefan Ferlin, and Damon Langenbrunner. It's a +5 too. They're all high 90s there. I mean, with the +5, Stefan Ferlin's playing at a 99 overall. Let's just put it that way. Brady Tkachuk, Bob Huxley, and Tarasov will be playing the second line. I kind of want to get Pitt up there, but it gives him a little bit of a morale. Only a +1 instead of a +3. So I'll keep Pitt here. He's third line scoring forward. I'm going to keep him there. Let him play that third line. He's going to grow, keep growing. And then I got Langdon, Angelo Langdon, one of our players we just drafted. He's going to play up with that line, Bouglet. So they all got a +5, so they should be good too. The +3 on the second line. So Langdon's going to be playing up to an 84, 88 for Pitt. I mean, our team is stacked. And then the fourth line, we got those 2 defensive players, Tiny DeMaio, 99 defensive awareness, 91 stick checking, so he should be really good. Bruce, what do we got for Bruce? 94 defensive awareness, 77 shot blocking, and 82 stick checking. Still pretty good. And he's 78 overall as a young player. And then Cody Glass to round out, get a little bit of experience in the back end there. And then on defense, we're going Brandt Clark and Brandstrom. We could go Malkin with a +5, but I want Brandt Clark and Brandstrom playing a lot. They're both 90 overalls. We're going Montgomery and Thomas Shabbat on the top 4, 2 superstar X Factors as well. And then finally, Brandt Clark doesn't actually have a superstar X Factor zone ability, which is kind of weird. Maybe I want to go like that. I feel like that would make more sense since he has a superstar X Factor. Maybe it helps out the simulation a little bit more. So we're going to Shabbat and Brandt Clark, and then Alexander Malkin and Garvin playing the bottom pairing for the +1. And then the bread and butter of our team, the best part is our power play as per usual. +5. We got Stutzle, Ferlin, Tkachuk, Brandstrom, Montgomery. Where? No. We got to get... Sorry, Tarasov, you're a beast. But we got to get Langenbrunner out there. Changing current lines. Langenbrunner's going to go to the top line. Yeah, I like that more. You got to get him on the power play. You can't not have that guy on the power play. He's got the 1T. I almost want to put him as a defenseman, but we'll keep him there for now and see how that works. Let's go into the penalty kill. +5, +3. We're going to be going with Bruce and Xavier Boulette on that second line. Brandt Clark, Brandstrom, Montgomery Shabbat, Phil Pitt, and then Bob Huxley. And then in the cage, we got a little bit of an upgrade here. Pierre Blouin, I mean, for the contract he's on, very good deal. I do say so myself. 2 years, $2 million essentially for an 87 overall goalie. And we have our backup, Demetrius Fedoruk. Let's get into this season. I'm excited. The team looks absolutely stacked here. In game 1 of the regular season, we're in Buffalo on the road. New coach. Let's start off the year 1-0. I don't remember the last time we started off the year 1-0. First period, we allow the first goal as Cal Foote scores on Blouin with a minute left in the period. We're getting outshot 14-8, but a big second period coming your way. And there it is, Bob Huxley and Tim Stutzle. They get 2 goals for us to give us a 2-1 lead. As soon as the third period starts, oh, we got a power play. Come on. As soon as the third period starts, the Sabres get a goal, even it at 2. And another power play, and it's Cal Montgomery from the high slot on Ilya Samsonov. So we know where he ended up signing with the Buffalo Sabres. Come on, boys. Hold on here. Hold on. Huge penalty kill late in the game, and we're able to kill it. And Brandstrom adds an empty netter. That's what I'm talking about. A 4-2 win in game number 1. First star Blouin. Brandstrom, 2 points. Cal Foote, third star of the game. Let's keep it going. We're keeping it going here. We're going. Second game, still on the road against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's keep the momentum rolling. 1-0 with the new coach. First period, Brady Tkachuk and Langenbrunner scores his first as an Ottawa Senator. Gensel gets one back. Second period, Langenbrunner, another power play goal. For some reason, I don't know why he wasn't on the power play, but I'm glad he's on the power play now, as we are up 3-1 in the third. Stefan Ferlin scores one, 4-1. This is what I mean. Our team should be able to score at will this year with the morale, the new coach, the new pickups. Thomas Shabbat's back on the team. Morale is up. Brady Tkachuk, he loves playing with Shabbat, scores another goal, and we win this one. Oh, they have Connor Bedard on their team. So Pittsburgh, they got Connor Bedard. I forgot about that. Crosby, Bedard, Malkin, Mario Lemieux. They always just have a stud. And I mean, we're going until we lose a game here. We won't go until we lose a game. But Stefan Ferlin, look at that. 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 helpers. Last game this year. It's the last game we're simulating in this episode. On home ice. Treat the fans nicely, boys. Stefan Ferlin keeps up his dominance as he scores from the corner. But Connor Garland evens it up to end the first. Second period, we get another one. Brady Tkachuk. That's 3 goals in 3 games for Tkachuk. We're getting outshot here. Let's go, boys. Start getting some rubber to the net. Cal Montgomery. The team is finally buzzing. I was almost giving up hope for these Ottawa Senators, but we're off to a great start here. 3-1. Can we hold on home ice? Another big penalty kill. And I don't remember if we let in a power play goal yet. Oh, 3-2. 2 minutes left. Can we hold on? And we can. 3-0 to start off the year this year. Let's take a look at the stats before we end the episode. We'll do it really quickly. So, I cannot speak. Stefan Ferlin, 7 points. Langenbrunner, 5 points, +4. Montgomery, 5 points. Tkachuk, 4 points. 3 goals in 3 games. I do love to see that. Brandstrom, 3 points. Stutzle, 3 points. Huxley, 3 points. Shabbat, 1 point. Tarasov, Clark. I mean, the boys are buzzing, and I love it. How's the 10D playing? We've always had a rough go with our goaltending, and 9.352. It's a super small sample size, but I'm pumped for this season here. Let's check out the team stats real quick. I just want to see a little early review of this is the closest we've ever been to the top, undefeated. 4 goals. Tampa Bay scoring 6 goals a game. Oh my, and only letting in a goal per game. Power play percentage at 50%. Penalty kill, we've been shorthanded 9 times. Haven't let in a goal yet. By far the worst in the league for shorthanded. 9. We're taking a lot of calls. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We've turned around the Ottawa Senators. I believe this is the year. This is the year we're not only making it to the playoffs, we're going to win the Stanley Cup. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day. Peace.